In this video, we want to talk about profit and loss. So we're going to use a specific example to show what we mean by profit and a loss. So we want you to imagine that you've bought a game for your PlayStation for $100. So it costs you $100. Now, after a few weeks, you're getting tired of playing the game. So you're going to sell it. So say the first situation you sell it for $120. So if you've actually sold it for more than what you bought it for. So that means you've actually made a profit on this game, because when you sell something for more than what you bought it for, you actually make a profit. Now that means you've actually made 100. You've sold it for 120. If you take away 100, your profit then would be $20. So there's what we call a profit. Okay, you made money on a sale of an item because you bought it for 100, you sold it for 120. And that's what a lot of people try and do when they buy things. They improve them, make them better, and then try and sell it for a profit. Now, say you bought the game for $100, but because you've bought it and it's not so new anymore, you try and sell it, and the best you can sell it for is $70. So it costs you 100, but you only get $70 back for the game after playing it for a while, which that's probably most of the situations will happen. That means you'd actually make a loss on that. So it comes out as a loss because you sold it for less than you actually bought it for. And the loss there would be, well, the $100, and we take away the 70, which means we'd actually make a $30 loss. So we lost $30 on our transaction. So that's what we mean by profit and loss. Profit is actually making money from a sale of an item, and loss would be obviously the losing money from making an item, for selling an item. So what we want to look at as well is, okay, can we work this out as a percentage? So what percentage profit did we make when we made a $20 profit? Well, when we work that out, we're going to put that as a fraction. And the fraction we're going to work it as is $20 is the profit we made, but we made it on top of what we sold the item for, which is $100. So the 20 on 100, and then to get it as a percentage, we'd put it at over 100, and that's a nice little calculation we can do and see that we get a 20% profit margin there. So that's a pretty good profit if you can make 20% on everything every time. Our loss, so as a loss there, our item lost $30. As a percentage of what we actually started with at the 100, we'll make it we get it as a percentage, and that works out as 30%. And remember how we get a percentage? We get our fraction, and the fraction is always over what we started with, not what we sold it for, and times it by 100 to get a percentage. So there's our percentage loss, $30%, and our percentage of profit, which was 20% on what we started with. So that's what we mean by profit and loss. So your story should include some sort of calculations like that, because you're either talking about a profit or you're talking about a loss in your short story for task 3.